The honourable member for Calgary-Elbow.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Rise to speak in support of Bill 26 at third reading, an act to control and regulate cannabis. This legislation is a turning point for the province, and while it has been imposed upon Alberta, given the changes made at the federal level, each province and territory has been tasked with legislating its sale and distribution. Like the province of Manitoba, the government of Alberta has decided to adopt a hybrid model of private retail and government online sales. On the whole, we're generally satisfied here in the Alberta Party Caucus with this plan. The NDP has created a system that allows and encourages entrepreneurship at a very important time for our province, when Calgary's unemployment rate remains above 8% and the overall unemployment rate in the province hovers around 8%. In the truest Alberta fashion, people from across this province will be able to do what we do best: set up shop. And with respect, Madam Speaker, it's hard to imagine the government setting up a system, though, that can adequately protect the information of cannabis consumers with the online sales, given the fact that they carelessly deleted 800,000 of their own emails and, up until today, can't seem to keep critical systems like land titles online. In an age when a great deal of our personal information is stored online, we need assurance that the government can and will protect it. And at this juncture, we are not convinced that the provincial government is ready to take on this responsibility. And, Madam Speaker, I have spent most of my career in the information technology and business sectors, and I know all too well the importance of data security and the dangers of having personal information exposed. And frankly, so do most Albertans. The government is proposing they undertake online sales of cannabis to the exclusion of private business. Now, currently, medical marijuana is sold exclusively online and through government-approved vendors, and while concern about public safety and the distribution of cannabis is a legitimate priority of Bill 26, there are some concerns about safety and security of online sales that do need to be addressed. As we discussed in committee under the amendment that I proposed, delivery of cannabis is sometimes compromised by the delivery method. If a vendor doesn't check the box indicating a signature is required on delivery, the package is left at the doorstep. It's now difficult for police to seize illegal drugs in the mail system, and there's nothing in this bill that addresses that particular issue. As well, I've heard from stakeholders that one of the challenges is checking for ID in online delivery. Will the government online sales be delivered by a service more expensive than Canada Post to ensure proper delivery? And in that case, if it costs more money, will it make the black market more attractive to customers? The other priority I haven't seen the government address is the security of the data that will accompany online sales. Data like consumers' names, age, address, payment details. If there were a data breach, not that I'm aware that any necessarily have occurred, it would still be a small subset of records that were compromised if the government adopted a hybrid public and private model for online sales. With a single vendor, those records will essentially be aggregated in one place, making it a very attractive target for online criminals. What system of authentication and IT security do the NDP propose to keep the information of Albertans safe? What measures will be in place to ensure that this information is kept confidential? Again, we have not heard or seen from this government a demonstrated ability that this government can be trusted with IT systems, so why would we trust them with the information of thousands of potential consumers? As far as we're concerned, the government has a long way to go before it can be trusted with our data in this new context. The other issue, Madam Speaker, is cost. The amount of money it's going to cost to stand up an online sales system is going to be substantial. If that cost was borne by private retailers, the savings to Albertans could be substantial. Ultimately, my caucus colleagues and I feel like this legislation is half-baked, and even the slightest online security threat could leave us dazed and confused, hungering for reassurance that Albertans' data isn't going to go up in smoke. We need that. Right now, what we need is sound digital leadership, a government that proves it can be responsible with our information. However, we will still support this bill because I think there are fundamentally the retail aspect of it the government has got right, while we'd like to see private sales available online as well. The Alberta Party Caucus will stand in support of Bill 26 at third reading. Thank you, Madam Speaker.